Guys, what's going on today? We're gonna be talking about PTSD. So hopefully some of you guys out there who are going through some issues might be able to talk to me. Okay? So what's going on, guys? So I'm doing this video mainly because there's a lot of people out there who are going through some shit. We're not gonna be here for 1 hour. I have 11 o'clock right now. I'll be here until 12 o'clock midnight today, and hopefully you guys can get something out of this. For real. I'm gonna check my streams. Make sure everything's good. I'm streaming somewhere now. Which is now I don't know where I'm streaming at. I think I'm streaming to my other account. Take a look. I'm streaming to my regular account, my regular 365 account. So that should be perfect. That should be good. Yeah, I am here. So mental health, I'm just pretty much gonna be here for 1 hour. If somebody wanna come here and talk to me, please let me know. Okay. So I'm just here for you guys. I'm gonna be reading a couple things. I'm just gonna So how many of you guys out there are going through some issues? That's what I want to know. How many of you guys out there are having some serious PTSD problems right now? If you want to talk to somebody, I'm here for you guys. So I'll be here for 1 complete hour. I'm probably gonna be doing this every day. Maybe not at the same time, but I will be doing this. Would be doing this because I care for you guys, and because I care for brothers and sisters, that are going through some deep shit. I think there's no better way to repay back to you guys or to anybody than doing this. So you guys can see my microphone. I have a green screen behind me. This is taken by whatever YouTube page for a little bit of sound. I'm gonna see how this sounds real quick, okay? Get discouraged. 1 second. One, two, 1, 2. I'm doing this so you guys can see my microphone. I have a green screen behind me. This is taken by whatever YouTube page for a little bit of sound. This is perfect. 1, 2, 3. Test. 1, 2, 3. Test. Guys, this is epic. For real.
Damn it, how could this have happened? Here's something important to remember.
I was wondering how someone who has just
Test. 1, 2, 3. Test. Test, guys. This is epic. For real. I have to bring this a little bit higher. Right here. And then close some pages that are just going crazy. Boom. I know that my live stream is working. I'm gonna go to my stream. Just gonna go to my YouTube studio. Yeah. I'm here for you guys, so if somebody of you guys want to talk to me, please let me know in the comments below, okay? I'm gonna be here for 1 hour. I'm here for you guys, okay? Like, I'm so serious. I'm here for you guys. Nothing else. So I was today reading at this page. I was reading this page on Veteran to Veteran on Facebook. People actually you know, people are people being stressed out. People are stressed, and I just want to be here for those guys who needs some kind of support. So you can do what you can do. But yeah, I hope that I can help people just by being here. Or maybe maybe somebody needs to talk to me. Maybe somebody needs to listen to someone. So I'll be here for 1 hour, just relaxing, okay? If you have any questions, go to the comments below. Let me know. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna be talking today. I just want you guys to feel that, or to see that you guys have somebody who you guys can talk to. So Patriots hat. Okay. So many of those guys out there are going through some real situations, you know, real situations where they ask for, you know, help, or they ask for someone who they can talk to, or you know, I mean, there's a lot of people. This comment came right around lunch. Lost my sweetheart and feel a veteran today. Needing prayers, so unexpected. I know, you know, it's crazy. I mean, they share a lot of good stories right here, but at the same time, they also share a lot of sad stories, you know. And they do have some questions about, you know, as well, you know, different things. And there's one thing that I don't like about this, and you know, you post something and then you have to wait to get approved to be seen by somebody or whatever the case. Understandable, you know. Not a fan, but understandable. So so I'm here in my how can I say, you know, I'm reading here on this page is a substance abuse and mental health service administration page, and they talk about behavioral health treatment and services that they offer. Um, Pretty good, you know, pretty good. Behavioral health treatments are ways of helping people with mental illness, you know, or substance use disorders. 100% agree. 100% I can relate to this, you know. But I don't can I say, there's a couple of things that you know, some people come to these pages and then they get like, ah, like they don't want to be the next one out there. It's tough, man. It's very tough. Very tough. Very tough. Let me share my page real quick. Stream URL. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, any questions, guys? Let me know. Ba-da-ba-ba. I mean, somebody asked right here, a question is, if you purchase a home using a VA loan, is a home inspection completed by the VA mandatory? Yes. Uh, uh, the appraisal is mandatory. Okay. The inspection has to be done by by a professional. Okay, that's the way it goes. So the and you definitely wants to get your home inspected by someone that you someone very reputable, who can help you out with this. But anyway, guys, today we're talking about we're talking about PTSD and depression, and then I'm gonna bring some stories um, that hopefully help you out with to deal with PTSD and depression. So there's many situations that you can find yourself in when you find yourself in these situations as a military member or as a civilian or whatever the case may be. You have to make sure that you take care of yourself, man. Um, so let me tell you the first story, guys. The first story comes from the American Psychiatric Association. They talk about this guy who's they named Jared, okay, 36-year-old married veteran who has returned from Afghanistan, okay, where he has served as an officer. So he was an officer. He went to the VA, outpatient mental health clinic, complaining having a short fuse and being easily triggered. So that right there, you know, I am no professional whatsoever. I am not a professional doctor or psychiatric or nothing like that. But I've been in so many group therapies, and then I have dealt with PTSD for so long that I'm able to proudly tell you, hey, let's talk about PTSD. Let's sit down. Let's exchange. Let's talk. Let's exchange stories. You know, war stories between you and me. Let's see how we can make it to the other side. Because sometimes people just want to talk to somebody. So back to the story. So Jared has some symptoms. Okay, out of control rage, out of control rage. When when startled, when startled, you know, thoughts and memories of death related events, uh, weekly vivid images or nightmares of combat that cause trouble sleeping, anxiety, and loss of interest in hobbies he once enjoyed with friends. You know, that right there is like every single flag, you know, is coming up, and people be like, hey, what's going on? Wait a second, let's take a look. Let's make sure that he's good. You know, let's make sure that he's taking care of himself. Um, it's very sad, man. It's very sad that people go through some kind of shit like this. You know, when they're where they come from. You know, from overseas or whatever. But back to the story. Even though Jared has all these situations, nightmares, you know, combat related, you know, like PTSD events, he was most worried about his extreme anger. Okay, and he talked about it as being a hair trigger temper. Um, you know, this happens. You know, this happened to to show in different ways. People, you know, like somebody you're driving or somebody cuts you off. You know, you just start cursing at strangers who stood too close in the checkout lines, and and you shift into attack mode right away. Or when coworkers startle him by accident, things happens. Um, this is very crazy. That people go through things like this. So sad. What can we do? Sad, but what can we do? So I'm gonna come here, and then I'm gonna. These people don't respond right away. So this page is not for. It's not good for my video. So I'm gonna go to my page, and I'm just gonna share it. If somebody wants to talk about PTSD, I'm here for you. The only thing you have to do is go to the comment section below and let me know. I'll be here for 1 hour. for an hour, guys. Just ask. Like for real, all you have to do is ask. So, meanwhile, I'm going to address, I'm going to address a question that is being asked on this webpage, veteran to veteran info. Okay, and this I see. Let me see if this is lady. It's a lady who has a question. So, so this person asks. Hopefully the thing is still there. Jesus Christ. Okay. So this person asks. I'm gonna read up some comments. I'm gonna read some of the comments to see if this is effective or no. So this person is asking about this person is talking about in need of some guidance. How do you all handle terrible civilian leadership without the use of combatives? I'm struggling to maintain my professional composure and not square this person away. So, I'm gonna talk about this is not funny. This could be also very difficult for that individual. But what can I say? One of the things that we need to understand when we go into the civilian sector, because this is the way this sounds to me. It's that we are not require we are not in the military anymore. Like in my case, I'm a civilian as well, and I would love to square some people away, but that kind of idea stays in my mind. Uh, if I even try, I can put myself in a very difficult predicament. So that staying professional is the best thing you can do. Square this person away. This is a dumb military term for for not being able to be a good leader. Okay, because leaders don't square they don't square people away. Okay, in this term. Okay, in this way. Um, what I have really to say is that uh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Bring it up in your next meeting or whatever the case may be. So that's what I can recommend to you. I'm open and welcome to any comments that you guys might have in this the stream. So the very first comment comes from somebody rather. And then for me, I try to just clock in and then out, focus on my personal life, and that's very legit. Um, I work in a cybersecurity environment, and we just clock in and clock out. We don't talk to people. We don't. People don't talk to you. You go to your office. You go to your desk. You do your job. You send your reports, and you clock out. Goodbye. You close that door behind you. Those problems stay behind you, and mainly because you cannot take those problems with you. So that's one thing. Okay. The second comment is outwork then and become their boss. That doesn't always work place that way. Uh, but yeah, I mean, we're talking about a situation that is happening right now. I think, and I will say, you have to be fast, to address the situation. So start focusing on yourself. Stop focusing on other people, and then if it's unavoidable, you need to request, a meeting with your supervisor, their supervisor, with the director, whoever the case may be, who can make a sound decision. Okay. Told them my daughter was walking or something. Anyway, so so if you guys have any questions, please let me know on the comments below. Okay. Then people start saying, I'll send you a PM X, Y, and Z. Sure. Send a BMO. That's probably too personal. Hopefully they know each other. Um, the next person's talking about had a similar issue. I had to completely stay focused on the bigger picture. I had to focus on me and my family and what clocking that person will ultimately mean. It is not easy, but I had to remind myself constantly. That's very good, And then, when you get your mind to a point where you have to say, clocking that person, I think that like punch him, striking him in the face, it gets really, that's ridiculous. Don't do that. Next comment right here. Let me see. Report it all the way up the chain and keep reporting it. If that fails, you have other avenues such as hostile work environments and so forth. Keep one of the small notebooks that we used to keep in the pockets of our uniform and write everything down. I think that's the best advice I hear tonight. Write everything down. Write everything down. Write everything down. Write everything down. Because it is difficult. It is difficult sometimes. It is difficult. Reporting it. If that fails, you have other avenues. So I was checking my live stream. That's it. Okay. Sadly, having a small problem. The Somebody's asking how long being out takes some time to adjust. Also, uh, I civilian life. Okay, I don't get it. Nothing is top priority. We are not the same. Also, sometimes there is a stigma. The civilian might think you think you are hit shit because of your military time. Some bosses are intimidated by this. Uh, Somebody put pretty much they saying that people will see you as a threat because of your military service or because whatever the case may be, and that's incorrect. That's very bold statement. That is incorrect. If you go to a very competitive field where people are there because they earn their way there and not just, like I say, and I'm sad that I had to say this, like in the military, you just look good on paper and then you get promoted. uh most people don't feel intimidated by military personnel. Most people feel that, that sense of patriotism, and they do help us out a lot. That's my experience. Okay, next. Oh, black. Best thing you can do is take a deep breath, center yourself, and continue to do your job. Sounds good. It's sometimes hard to deal with civilians, especially if they are your supervisor. Sometimes deal with civilians. Well, if you are in the civilian sector, you are a civilian, okay? So you need to get your mindset straight, and stop thinking that you're still military. Once you're done with your military career, you're done being in the military. You are retired, okay? But then when you go to work, you are a civilian just like everybody else. If they continue to harass you, you might want to file a complaint with your HR department. My my Apple is going crazy. 1 second. Okay. Let's go. What's next? Sorry for the interruption, guys. Find another place to work. Unlikely the military, you have the option to find employment elsewhere. We have adapt to civilian life, not the other way around. To find a place to work that's a good fit for you. Not everybody have that option. Not everybody have that situation. I'm sure that if somebody has the option to move on, they will gladly do it. But it's not like everybody have the opportunity or the chance to just move out. Oh, I don't feel like working today, so I'm gone. It's difficult. Could be difficult to some people. Okay, so yeah, just saying. Okay, and then I put up a comment. Uh, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough for some people. So just simply say unfuck yourself. Damn, that was tough. Okay, let's see if there's somebody else who want to talk about it. I end up having an emotional breakdown. I was having other health problems, and the individual stressed me out more, so much my hair started falling out. Just yesterday, I sent in my 2 week notice. Nothing is worth your sanity. You have a plan B. I went straight from high school to the army, 6 days. Then was medically retired and went right to work. What happened? I went right to work. Practically, I didn't give myself a break with my health issues I'm having now. I'm going to listen to my body and take that break. I get it. I think that people needs a break sometimes. People definitely needs a break. Sometimes some people needs to, do their thing. Um, Raymond, respectfully voice your concerns with a witness from your chain of command in the room. Yeah, there's no chain of command. Jesus Christ, there's no chain of command. This is they have anyway. It's not the military anymore. If nothing change, codify your concerns and give them to the individual in person and via email. CCing someone in your chain of command. This guy is still thinking that these are the individual. If nothing changes, voice your email, your concerns to HR. CPAC again, CCing your own chain of command. I have to laugh. I have to laugh. Sorry. Step 4. Get let go to failure to adapt to the culture and exhibit the non-negotiable core values of the company. So somebody posted a burning house. Yeah, 1.5 years into civilian workforce. On my default is to answer every on call, but civilians don't work that way. So my go-to now, literally adapt to the civilian lifestyle. I work from whatever hour to another. Other than that, 3/4 of the time, I'll actually care the other quarter of nope. I can give up the rest. Well, that's just me. Yeah, I get that part. I get that part. It's concerning. So, what else they're saying? If you have any questions, and you're in the live chat, make sure that just go to the chat and then ask me the questions there. So, if you have any questions about what I'm reading today, I post on the page of Veterans to Veterans about somebody who's struggling with work. Let me know if you want to talk about PTSD, anxiety, or depression. Please let me know as well, okay? So, it has to be nerve-wracking. This right here has to be nerve-wracking, having to deal with people in pretty much in the civilian sector. When you have a new job, or when you just have a job. The one thing that I got to tell you is that when I left the military, people were saying to me, "Oh, you be wanted, sick. Everybody will want to have you in their team," and it's not that easy. And again, I am in the cybersecurity field. I am very successful, very. I have a very good resume, and I still don't get to the point where I feel like I can't just leave my job today and then I will find a job tomorrow. No, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 4 months, it could be a year. Who knows? It's all about the demand, guys. So don't get too cocky just because you're military. So the military thinks and does one way, civilians another. In civilian life, people change jobs if the company environment doesn't suit them. Unless you're under contract, you you can give them you can give notice when you want with no real penalty. Of course, it helps to live on good terms and be professional. You can also just work for yourself and be independent, but you have to know how to run a business so you don't get in legal or tax trouble. Depends on you, what you want to do, and which company you want to work for. Good luck to you. Makes a lot of sense, guys. Makes a lot of sense. That is legit. Um, Let me put this right here again. What a day, 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 what a day. People are really serious about this, guys. Um, People are very serious about this. Um, Pray to God to help me deal with life as well as pray for the other person. uh, this is crazy. This is so crazy. People keep commenting about this. Um, and it's very funny. You know, every time I click on somebody, I read somebody, I'm gonna like what they're talking about. Someone is always willing to pay you more. That's correct. You know, eight and the gate took me 10 years to figure it out. Integrity doesn't exist in the civilian side. You can't say that to everybody. It's a very bold statement. Keep a journal. Start looking for another jobs. That is that is correct. You know, the knife hand. You know, can use the knife hand in the civilian sector. Pray to God to help me deal with life as well as pray for the other person. Christian, the religious way, Good job. You know, we have to accept that people will always be who they are. Hard, yeah. People, we're gonna have to accept sometimes that people won't change. Uh, and if you want people to respect you the same way you respect them, you gotta show them something. You know, you gotta show them that you are that you're there to in a different way. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know, it's not gonna be the same with everybody. But anyway, let me refresh this page. You know, we talk about this topic for a second now. Want to share a story to all the others. My husband is a veteran of the Air Force, jet engine specialist of the spy plane. A spy plane. That's good. That's cute. Proud knew Owen of a piece of that team clowns. What's going on? You know, things happen. Things happen. Any questions? Hey, if you're reading or watching my YouTube channel, and if you have any questions, go to the comments below and let me know what kind of questions you have. I was just talking about this individual who's struggling to have adapt to the civilian sector, and there were a bunch of comments from people just saying, "Hey, this and that," and what can I say to you guys? Sometimes you have to be strong, you know. Um, so let me comment right here. Let me put that comment right here. Boom. So there's one comment right here that really interests me. Honor on sir. Honor on sir. Hopefully I'm saying this the correct way. And it says, so I went to comp and pen for my PTSD. They denied me as usually because they are too lazy to look at my medical records. And printed out my diagnostic from the military, VA. Got letters from people that knew me prior to and after. Got the letter from my VA psych doctor stating I was diagnosed well in Afghanistan. Contact a congresswoman. She was weary out of too. Why they keep denying me? I take meds. Still go to psych visits. Have 2 service dogs. I train for hypervigilance so I can leave my house. So I got a call today. I rescheduled for PTSD appointment for comp and pen. However, the first time ever is through a private provider. Has this happened to anyone with PTSD? I had private providers for my back, etc. But the VA for PTSD, this is the first one for me. Is this good news, or will they make me the way, or will they make my life harder? So let's go to those comments right now, guys. Let's go through those comments. It is scheduled via a company called LSI. It's better off that you find a vet-friendly psych doctor and get them to see you. That is correct. That is correct, Bob. You definitely that makes a lot of sense. 5 minutes with civilian CMP, and I was at 60% PTSD and anxiety 2 months later. Uh, Good. Company is called Vet Fed. Yeah. Once they're there bad, I have one with them for 70 reduced to 30 for my anxiety. Oh, what a state you in. The VA don't care about your soldiers and their family. Okay, it is correct. This really sucks, man. Hang in there, buddy. Keeps fighting. Not if you know. Damn. No, this Martin bar free. That's good. Hey, Honor. Thank you for liking the link. The people who do the ratings are not doctors. They don't go through the record and make sense of it for you. It's your responsibility to highlight or whatever it takes to paint the picture to prove your case with facts from your records. Good luck, never give up, and continue to document. That is correct. That is 100% correct. When you are going through the VA process and you're trying to get a claim and getting your ratings up, or you're trying to get, whatever the case may be, it is your duty to make sure that your case is explained and painted the way it is. You cannot allow these doctors to push you left and right. You need to be strong. You need to be steady. You have to do what you have to do. So last comment right here from ML Chambers that I can see right now. All you gotta do is snap in front of these clowns, snap to where they shit themselves, then and only then they will believe you need help. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that. I will put a sad, and I will say, do not get in trouble. Do not get in trouble. Do not get in trouble. Any questions, guys? If you have any questions, please go to the live chat and then talk to me through the live chat. Hopefully, you guys are listening to me. Shit themselves, then and only then they. Okay. So let's see what. Let me see who else we got here on this veteran to veteran page. Let me change the veteran to veteran. These guys are gangsters right here. These pages difficult. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Richard L. Don Jr. How do I get medals and awards replaced as I lost them in a house fire? Thanks. Oh shit. So you're gonna be able to request what you get through your Emilpo, okay? Military personnel records, they're forever. So right here, Tammy Arnold Liatzau. We're gonna focus on this post. I read this post earlier today, and that's what pretty much made me wanted to talk to make this live video. It says it has been 3 weeks today since I found my husband who committed suicide after battling PTSD. It started with Desert Storm and former combat deployments. He retired after serving 33 and a half years and wasn't even retired for a year. He went so fast. We only started to see changes the last 3 weeks before he took his life, but no one saw it coming. He was seeing a psychologist who didn't see it. His PCM didn't see it. His boss, who was also his colonel at his last duty station, didn't see it, nor his workmates. The VA doctors he saw a week before didn't see it. His friends, children, and even me, but soulmates. And best friends didn't see it coming. Were we together for 28 of those years? I was paramilitary. Man, this is bad. He was the sole provider. God, Jesus Christ. He was father and grandfather, hundreds of friends, brothers and sisters in arms. I'll be reach out to me. Damn, then she found that guy. She said, when I found him, I died with him. I wanted to take that gun and kill myself, but I knew I couldn't leave the children that way. I know it was a choice. It is a choice. I've been working with a doctor from Boston who has been reaching PTSD and brain trauma. God, Jesus. I'm seeing a counselor only for my children. I honestly wish I could die. I can't be strong anymore. My strength came from my husband. Not his like is deployed, but I know he will never come home again. And I just want to sleep and never wake up again. Let me put a link to my video real quick. Let's see where. Okay. So I'm gonna go through this comment real quick. First of all, I want to say, be strong, stay there, don't let go. 100% don't let go. Try your best. This just happened, Jesus Christ. So what can I say to you guys? It's never easy. It's never easy when we lose a loved one or a very close loved one. It's just not easy. It doesn't get any better. Nobody can help you out to overcome the situation, but you. You know, like you also said, when you were washing, or as you are watching this situation, one of the things that you realize is that you wanted to go with him, and it's very, very, very sad. What can we do? What can we do to get better? What can we do to come back and get stronger? What can we do to be there for those who have no fault for this, And then many people will give you advice, Many people will give you advice. Many people will talk to you about, hey, you have to do this, you have to do that. You have to get strength from God. You have to get strength from your family. But at the end of the day, it comes back to you. Comes back to you, and nobody but you. And I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something that nobody have told you yet. Most likely, because people are very they're very cautious when they talk to people about these kind of situations. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the fact that you didn't follow him the day, the moment, the second that you found him, it tells everybody that understand this. It should tell you that it's not your time. It tells you that you when you came to that moment, you thought about other individuals, other, maybe your kids, maybe your grandkids, maybe your brothers and sisters, maybe other people, and that right there will tell you that there's there's many reasons to leave, and to you, you have to be strong. You have to remember that when you have the moment, when you have when you were there to make that decision, am I gonna follow him? Am I gonna take my life? You say no, I'm not gonna take my life. You know, there's people that needs me. There's people that that are that I need. There's things that I have to accomplish in life. There's things that I need to do in life that I haven't done yet, and I'm very proud of you for that. Very proud of you for that. Hopefully you get to see this video. I'm not sure if you will see it, but my prayers go to you. You're a strong individual. You're a very strong, and we are happy that you were able to overcome the situation, move forward, and and you're still with us, and thank you for that. That you stay with us in this chaos of a planet, because it's chaos, but it's much better because you are here with us, and we appreciate it. So the next post is from Janet. Oh, I talked to her already. Janet, yeah. Well, I don't talk to her. I address her situation, which is different. One of those things, man. One of those things. Why is my military medical retirement pay way? Because I was awarded VA disability. Bro. I don't. I don't know how to answer those kind of things. But the only thing I'm going to tell you is that you should go. You should be into that. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I was trying to see something. So let's go back to this other page. So I went to comp. I saw this already. Talk about it. It's been 20 days since my 15-year-old son committed suicide. Oh, let me drop a comment right here real quick. Drop the link so they can see what's going on that I'm talking about them. So it's been 20 days since my 15-year-old committed suicide, and I'm ready to join him. The pain is unbearable and immeasurable, and trust me, I know pain. I'm a MST survivor, but this is like a diabetic one. It just won't heal, and I haven't had any relief from my thoughts. Okay, so 1 second. Oh shit. Okay, so hey Bianca. God damn, I'm sorry for you, man. I'm really sorry for you. Okay, I'm really sorry for you. There's many problems that we go through in life. There's many problems that we go through in our lives. Period. And I believe that the things here happen to people for a reason, and I believe that people that get or are going through some tribulation sometimes, it's not because they deserve it. It's not because God puts them into you, but I believe it's because there's a reason why that we don't understand. But I believe that if you're going through something in your life, is because somebody somewhere, let's say God, uh, understand that you can go through it and get to the other side. I mean, some things just happen in life. Okay. Um, Sorry to hear that. About MST. I understand what you're talking about, and I'm sorry uh, about your son. Um, that's one of the things that I will tell people. Hey, a kid is like the biggest thing. I mean, a son or a daughter. I have both. I have a son and a daughter, and to me, they're the biggest thing in life. What can I say to you guys? There's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can do. I'm telling you, I will suffer. I'm not going through the same situation, but I will say to you, I will suffer. And what I can offer from here, guys, is advice that you are needed in this world. Okay, we need you. We need you to share your message. We need you to share uh, his his life story. You mentioned his is your son. I mean, so he can live through you. Um, and we want people like you in this world to. Jesus Christ, you got 1,300 comments. We need people like you who will share your experiences. So I'm reading on Bianca. She talks about how her 15-year-old son committed suicide, and less than a month ago, and it's sad, but we're here for you. Okay, we are here for you. So I'm gonna read some of the comments, and let's see what can we get out of these comments. So Sharon said, I cannot imagine your pain, but I pray that with each day you find relief and reason for living. We need you and your testimony of how you made it through. Please find a way to fight. DM if you would like to talk or just need a listener. Sending you love and hugs. That's perfect. That's the best advice, the best words you can get to somebody that is going through a situation like this. So God bless you. God bless you and God bless you. Anyway, I said that I was gonna be here for 1 hour, and this is close to an hour. I am over an hour. So I'm gonna be here tomorrow at the same time, probably an hour earlier. I'm also gonna be for an hour. If you guys want to talk about it, if you guys want to talk about anything, VA, PTSD, anxiety, depression, life after the military, let's talk. It's nice to have these million comments, but it's also nice to being able to talk to somebody. Okay, I would like to have some kind of group, from all of us who can push each other forward, and help each other out. Last comment I'm gonna read. It's coming from Rebecca. I can imagine losing a child, but if you have other children, think of their pain they will go through. Okay. Uh, and if you don't have other children, think about your family members. Think about your friends. Think about your coworkers. Think about you. Okay. Do we have time for more comment? Yes. Trina, may God rest his soul. Amen. That's very nice. And may he comfort you in your time of need. That's nice. Hold on. Hold into his enchanting hand as he takes you through the process. Exactly. Love it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing. Oh, can I reply? I cannot reply to this. So, you know, this for sure, I should bring copies of my records. Wall Street sarcastically laugh at me and say, wow, that's funny. Usually it gets better through time. So I'm reading the comments I'm getting right now. For some reason, I cannot. This is crazy. Anyway, well, for the guys that texted me, I gotta say to you guys, thank you so much. I will see you